Hey guys, it's Vertus back here with part 2 of the OBJ140 review. This part only has 2 gameplays, but they really do showcase how this tank plays and why, after the buff, this thing is an absolute beast now, as opposed to, well, the terrible tank that it was before. I'm still playing with Zerk. He is driving his M48 Patton, and we are playing on Lost Temple for our first game. Now, all these games that I'm showcasing you are played against very skilled players, and in this game, they're I think T62A. Iric King is a pretty skilled driver, and they do have an extra tier 10, just like the last game I was showcasing. So to win this, we are gonna have to carry this game pretty hard. Actually, my bad. Iric King is in his OBJ140. This is probably my favorite spot on the temple, but unfortunately, the TC2A would excel a lot better in this spot, as, well, the gun is tall enough to go over the steps. On the OBJ140, the gun is mounted too low for the spot to be completely viable, so you actually have to expose your hull armor. But normally, that's not a huge problem, as, well, it's actually very, very good on this tank. Now, luckily, that STI that just came over didn't shoot me in the side, instead he shot the T-54. Here I'm going to start donking some snapshots. Normally in a T-62A these shots should be hitting. However, the soft set to the gun on this OBJ140 is slightly worse. I'm switching the heat here to deal with the Jagdpanzer 100, but I don't want to risk taking a hit, and Zerk makes the safe shot, killing him. Some bad marksmanship by me right now, but I see an opportunity to shoot the T-54. I was hoping to get the tracking shot, but it looks like I only damaged it. Now, I really thought the team would just easily take care of that T-54, but I'm still looking at the minimap, and he is running circles around all of our TDs. And I put one shot into the T-44, but I see he's still on the minimap, so I'm turning around to deal with him. But finally, our SU-152 finishes him off. Now, the enemy team are still tearing up my team. Now, I get a quick snapshot into the TC2A, and as you can see, at that angle, this hull armor does not bounce heat shells. And there is Iric King there, popping a shot into me, because of the tall hull armor right there. Now, I'm asking for help here, as I am just around half health, and I get a lucky ass bounce there from, I think, a T-44. I shoot the track wheel there, and as you can see, the upper hull armor is holding up quite well. Now, the TC2A has terrible map awareness and is rushing into a terrible spot, in my opinion, for mediums as I get a shot into his flank. That shot was kind of a weird bounce there. I fail at driving here, falling off the steps. And the bottom part of the steps is a terrible spot to be, as, well, you cannot shoot up at people, and other people can shoot at you, because your hull is exposed, and all these guys have not too bad gun depression. Now, I see that this side is a little more exposed, and there's a T-44 right there. I bounce another one off his turret. I'm going to back off here, and I wiggle, and I go forward just in time to avoid Iric King's shot. And I see the T-62A behind me, and I have a shot on him, and the people in front of me are distracted for a split second, so Zerk finishes the T-62A off with the help of my shot. Now, this T-54 wreck is a bit of annoying. See, I make the bad play here, and I shoot the STI instead of the object. I really should have shot the object here, and here's me failing at driving again. See, at the bottom step, Iric King is able to shoot me, but I'm not able to shoot him. So, well, I need to get out of this position as soon as possible, or else I will be torn up by the enemy. We're still down a tank, and I see the STIs coming around. I'm going to try to come around these steps as soon as possible, but unfortunately I'm not able to do it fast enough. There's two T-44s in front of me that I want to dispose of really quickly before the STI and Iric King come around to double tap to finish me off. I get another shot into the T-44, and Zerk makes a really, really critical shot into the object, finishing him off. Now it is just the T-44 and the STI. And in that past 30 seconds to a minute, we really pulled that game around, rapidly finishing off their biggest threat, which is the object, as well as this T-44 in front of me. Unfortunately, the other T-44 is able to use that wreck as cover, so I've decided, well, this T-44 is not even a threat in the first place, so what I'm going to do is flank around and deal with what is at the present moment the bigger threat, which is the STI. And I turn around at the right time, as the STI is chasing me. Fortunately here, he does miss his shot, and Zerk makes the exact right play here by going to the other side of the buildings, so he has a shot on the STI. Unfortunately, the T-44 does engage adrenaline to finish off Zerk there. I'm going to shoot the more important target, which was the right play, which is the STI, and now he is finally a one-shot for me. The STI is a bit slow coming around, and I see the T-44 is rushing me. So what I'm going to do is bait the T-44 so he will come forward out of the STI's support fire. Unfortunately, he's not doing that, and I tracked the STI. That shot really should have killed him, but unfortunately, well, I guess it got ate up by his tracks, and there you can see that bouncy hull armor saves me the game. If the STI had rolled average on that shot, it would have killed me. But fortunately, this object's upper hull armor is just that good, and it's really been a savior for me in these past games. I mean, I've been having games like this all night long, and honestly, what's saving me is this increased rate of fire, the increased soft stats, as well as its good hull armor. That was almost 5k damage there, not too bad. Zerk does a very good 4k as well, and I get 1400 base experience. That was a game where we were down two tier 10s, or 1 tier 10, my bad. And this game, we are playing against another skilled platoon, ABC313, and some guy from Krieg. I say Desert All here as well. I want to make the fight as unfair as possible against the other two OBJ140s. Now, sorry about the show lag here, but I'm yelling for help, and what I'm really hoping for is for the team to come out here as soon as they can. But on this side of the map here, in the OBJ140, you are able to get hull down. And as you can see, I get a really, really lucky snapshot there into ABC, who is a very good player. And he's making the wrong play here. He gives me 2 free shots into him, and I shoot the unangled side armor that is above the tracks, allowing me to have another penetration. If I shot the tracks there, that probably would not have penned. See, I'm debating whether I go out and shoot the Pershing right now, but I don't want to, as there are more important targets in front of me. ABC puts a really nice shot into my cupola, and this IS-7 just comes zooming full speed in. And if I let this guy go in without any support, well, he's gonna die. Fortunately, the IS-7 does bounce some shots, and I don't know why that object is running away. He was in an okay position there. So far, that is 3 free shots that he's allowed me to put into him. I snapshot there, hitting his turret, and unfortunately, it does bounce. I donk another shot here, but I know he's fired, and he does not have a lot of support. I know there's an E5 on the right, or the T-34 is on the right, but he's not paying attention. And instead of chasing after him, I want to finish off the easy kill first, which was the T-34. I'm cautious here because there's a T-30 out there, but his gun is pointed away. Now, this is a very high-stress situation. We have guys flanking us, as well as an E5 on my right who will have shots, and this T-30 has a very big gun that if he shoots me, it will bring me a world of pain. So I finish off the Zerk finished off the T-30, and this OBJ140 in front of me is making a mistake by overexposing his side armor. As you can see how tall that side armor is, and it's just an easy penetration. However, the upper hull is very strong. As you can see, it was all red. He's shooting heat at me. I don't know why. I mean, my lower play was probably a very easy target. But since he switched to heat, I wanted to make my shots count, so I loaded heat as well. I see the E3 on the left, and I have to take out this object as soon as possible, or else my team will be in a world of trouble. I'm willing to trade shots here and take an extra hit just to confirm the kill on that OBJ140. Now I see the E3 is facing me, and I have to back up immediately. Even though the scores are in our favor right now, the enemy team do have okay positioning, and, well, our team has tanks that are on very low health. ABC there finishes off my T-34, and the E5's turret is a very tricky target. I'm wiggling here to not allow that OBJ140 to penetrate my turret, and the IS-7 is making the wrong play by rushing him. Now, this E3 is predicting Zerk's move of flanking, and, well, this E3 makes an extremely lucky shot there on the move, and now we are down 3-2. Now, I have to kill this E3 fast before the E5 comes to support him, so I engage Adrenaline. My second shot goes into his tracks. I try to retrack, but I'm going to use this E3 as cover from the E5 as much as possible. And I know I'm going to take a hit from the E5, but thankfully my IS-7 friend was paying attention, and I get to finish off the E3. Now I'm supporting this object in 40 as much as possible, but he's making a huge mistake here by letting me shoot him 3 more times while he was moving. Well, he goes all the way around the IS-7, shows his flank to me. What he could have done there was stopped right next to the IS-7, using my IS-7 as cover from me, and pumping shots into him. And there was also a dune there that he could have used as cover, but I guess he had a really big hard-on for me, and he just rushed after me. I don't know, but that's alright. That was over 5k damage and over 1500 base experience. And, well, that really showcased, well, that extra 1 degree gun depression really helped me out there. That position at the beginning of the game was not able to be used by a T-62A because, well, the 1 degree gun depression can make a massive difference sometimes. That was also Top Gun. All these 3 games that I've showed really showcases how good the OBJ140 is, how trolled the upper hull armor is, and how good it is at clutching games. So I think after this post 2.0 patch, the OBJ140 is truly an epic tank, and it is a threat on the battlefield. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the video.